Welcome to Life with Chelle. It's been a couple months since I released one of these, and I looked at the calendar and I was like, whoa, I haven't spoken to my people in a little while about some real life matters or with real life challenges or issues, whatever you want to call it, just real life, right? And so, excuse me, uh, something I'm going to share with you today on this fabulous Friday. It's Friday, so you'll probably see this on it in another time. But today is fabulous Friday. It's fantastic Friday. It is Faye Friday. It is fresh to death Friday. It's whatever you want to call it Friday. But I'm excited. It's been a wonderful week, a productive week, it's challenging week, heavy at some points, but nevertheless, we move forward. But what I want to share with you today, I titled this Voice Matters. But voice matters has two meanings. It means voice matters, your voice matters, or voice matters, meaning issues, voice challenges, right? And so what I want to share with you is something I've been sitting with for a couple weeks. It was something that was highlighted to me several years ago in a setting, in an environment under leadership, interacting with leadership. Won't go into a lot of details, but it's just something that Holy Spirit highlighted to me. And what was highlighted to me those years ago, maybe, I don't know how long, definitely since I moved to Charlotte. But anywho, what I want to share is what was highlighted was something that was in me that I deal with and was challenged with. So what happened several years ago is I started working on it. And because I don't do a lot of regular interacting outside of home, with people regularly, just a lot of relationships, I don't find myself being tested and challenged in this area. But family life is different, right? And so a couple weeks ago, I was having a conversation, and I'm going to get to what this matter is, right? But I'm sharing it because I want to help people. It's helped me. It's still something I'm working on. But I want to shed light on something. And so what happened was I was having a serious conversation with a family member, and they were speaking and I was speaking, and it was a little elevated, a little heated. And I was like, hey, I'm talking. And they were like, well, you do it to me. Oh, they were absolutely right. Absolutely right. And it's something I have been mindful of over the past several years and been working on. But I'm sharing that because I want to share what the gist of this is about. And so it was a check in me, like you've been working on it, you've done well, but you're challenged. You've been challenged a lot in the past several months, and it's showing. It's showing. And so what you've been working on, it was evidence to me that I still needed work in that area, right? But what was highlighted to me several years ago was that I saw this in a leader. Every time somebody would try to talk, you be in a dialogue with them and they cut you off, or da-da-da, da-da-da. But what Holy Spirit highlighted to me in that time frame, and so I've had these years to kind of watch it and observe it in other people, but it has everything to do with somebody that's been in an abusive relationship, or abusive situations, or situations where you had to be quiet, or your voice didn't matter per se, or it didn't count what you said. Like, even you kept quiet because of circumstances and situations where you just stopped speaking, or you couldn't speak up for yourself. You just it is what it is. And in abusive relationships, A lot of times, and I'm talking about physical abuse. I'm talking about, I won't say all the other different sides of it, but just abuse. You stay quiet for the sake of either keeping the peace, if it's domestic violence, for the sake of living to see another day. Okay, let's call it what it is, right? And so years and years of that, and I am gonna say it, sexual abuse. Yeah, we're gonna say it, you know, and so many other emotional abuse. But when you get free, or when you're in the midst of breaking free, because a lot of times you start speaking up before you even get all the way out of those situations, because you reach a breaking point, and so you start speaking up for yourself. But what happens, and what I have noticed over a course of some years after it was highlighted to me in somebody else, that this is why they do it, it shined a light on me, like, wow, you do it too, and I don't do it that often, but in some heated conversations, it can happen. Or if you feel threatened in any kind of way, it's like, I got my voice now, and I'm going to speak up for myself, and nobody's going to ever hush me up again, and nobody's ever going to, cause me to be quiet. I got to have my say. You got to have your say. Some people, now listen, some folks talk just to talk. Some folks like to just hear themselves talk. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about people who have been silenced. Did you hear me? Silenced for whatever situation. I grew up in a generation where children would be seen and not heard. That's a part of it too. I came up in the 70s, 80s. Listen, that's changed. Let these babies talk. They got stuff to say. Now, don't be disrespectful with it. But I wanted to share that, because if you find yourself encountering somebody that just kind of, you're talking, but they kind of over talk with you. There's another part of this too, but if you're an introvert, you got all these things inside of you that you never speak. So when you actually get a chance to speak with somebody, or you enjoy speaking to something, sometimes you kind of blurt stuff out or over talk because you're scared you're going to lose the thought. That's another thing for another day. I'm speaking specifically to people who have been in abusive situations, who have been quieted for whatever reason, or silenced for whatever reason, or not even necessarily abusive, but generations where you didn't have say so, or in situations where men were allowed to speak, but women weren't. And these are actually women, including myself, that I've been observing over several years now. So I wanted to say that to you, because when you encounter somebody like that, if you know their history, or enough about their history, before you get angry with them, before you think they're trying to outdo you or overtalk you, they're triggered. Myself included. And so it's something I personally am working through. I've been working through it for some years, but it has managed to resurface a little bit. And so, grace to them. Show grace. Give them grace. Be mindful. Now, absolutely, if it's a continual thing, bring it to their attention. A lot of us don't know or don't recognize, but it's definitely, and those I have observed since it was highlighted to me, every person I have observed it in have been in some type of abusive situation. And so that is what I wanted to share today about voice. Voice matters. Your voice matters. And then voice matters. Matters issues around your voice. And those of us who have been silenced, often for many, many, many years, decades, sometimes their entire lives. So work with them, love on them. They may not know it or recognize it. If you recognize patterns and cycles, anytime it's a hard conversation and it happens, but it doesn't happen any other time, consider that. Help them. Help you. You help them, and help them help you. But yeah, that's it for today. Voice matters. And voice matters. All right. I'll see you all next time.